Finding your passion is overrated. Well, that's what I feel. Because growing up, I never had a particular interest in something specific. Some kids were into sports, some in art, dance, music, etc. But me, on the other hand, just ended up doing things that were forced upon me by my parents. As I got older, people around me, the grown-ups, always asked, "What do you want to become when you grow up?" To that, I really had no answer. I always never had anything specific which I liked or wanted to pursue. So obviously, like any other kid, I said, "I don't know." Well, I wish I could. But my parents always thought only dumb people had no dreams or goals. And when I said I didn't have a passion, they influenced me into thinking that the best path for me was to be a doctor or an engineer. And for a really long time, I thought this is the right thing for me. Since I had no particular interest in anything specific, I thought maybe this might end up being my passion eventually. Years passed and a lot of things happened. Experiences and challenges landed me into a huge pothole of self-doubt, aka existential crisis. I thought everything was going great until I entered high school, where all my expectations shattered. I thought that I would eventually figure things out, which I didn't, and all the things I thought I was capable of doing eventually ended up being impossible. I realized that I was not capable of doing things just by putting my efforts. I also realized that I really cannot pursue something which I'm not interested in. So what happened next, you ask? Did I find my passion eventually? The answer is not really. Eventually, I would say I came up to a conclusion that though I really couldn't figure out my overall motive as to how I want to go ahead in life, I try to find things which I'm interested in and makes me happy. Don't get me wrong, as much as I love doing art and would want to make it my career, it is not necessarily my passion. It's not the driving force of my existence. I don't have huge dreams where I want to become something or achieve great things in that particular field. At the end of the day, we just want to live. You don't need to have an elaborate path. Sometimes you just want to make ends meet to achieve happiness, and that is totally fine. At the end, just do whatever you want to do. What makes you happy, achieve or fail it doesn't matter. But always remember, you are enough. Well, this is just me talking about something which I wanted to talk about because I feel like a lot of people are in this pothole just like me, You're trying your best, but you can't quite figure it out. Well, for me, I just want to say that you're doing great, okay? But all I have to say is that you don't have to spend your life, wasting trying to figure out what you want to do. I would say just live your life to your fullest. Enjoy the little things which makes you happy and just, live a satisfying life, right? It's so painstakingly hard to figure things out. It's just too much of work. Just earn your money and get an iced tea. For me, iced tea brings me so much happiness.
All I want to say is that you are doing great and you don't have to think too much about what you're going to do in life or how things are going to end up in the future. Just go with the flow and do things that will make you happy and just live your life normally. Or just, like I said, go get an iced tea and take a chill pill. Well, as I was talking about all of this, again, look what I made! I drew Uta from One Piece. Oh my god, she looks cool. I kind of wanted to try out a new pose, look into my anatomy and stuff. So yeah, she's giving a really cutesy pose, and I wanted to try using bright colors because just her character just screams bright colors. So I try to incorporate that. I actually wanted to try out that graphic-y, that pop kind of a aesthetic on this girl, but it did not work. It just turned out normal, but with a little high contrast, with a little high saturation, I would say. But yeah, I should, but the things which I have learned after I drew this piece is I should really work on rendering clothes, because that is really don't look at her baggy pants, you know. Don't look at her baggy pants. Don't look at her baggy pants, but this is how she turned out. She looks cute. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And an important note that in my previous video, there were some audio issues, which a really kind person addressed in the comments. I heard you, and this time I've made sure that there is no kind of audio issues. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Give this a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.